Didn't really do much. I planned to do a bunch of things. Well, that's not true. I did some affirmation meditation, but that's pretty much it. And so there was three JD lives today. I kind of saw some of them, and then I was gonna go do a live with DAGR, but saw another Vanessa video, so I figured I'd do the newest Vanessa video first. So let's check her out. My favorite other than JD. So let's start it up here. Again, I have not watched this one yet, so I'm doing another Vanessa video that I haven't pre-watched. So she's always got good stuff. So
Hello, all my beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my
hello.
channel. If this is indeed the first time that you're on my channel, my name's Vanessa Samina, and I'd
Definitely
like to
not the
welcome you
first
into the
one.
fam. All my beautiful earth angels, whether you're single, in a committed relationship, or currently in a situationship, today's November 2022 pick a card reading is for sure going to
So this
bring
was on 3
clarity
days
into
ago.
your love
I
life
missed
for
it
the month of
because I was
November.
working.
And in order to help you gain clarity about your love life during the month of November, I have prepared
November's
4 groups
coming.
that you can choose from, and I would like you to pick one of these 4 groups in order to receive your very own psychic tarot reading. But before I introduce you to the 4 groups, I would kindly like to thank today's sponsor. I would like to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Odoo, for making this video possible. Odoo is everything that you need to start and run your own business in just one app. And Odoo provides you with the ability to easily build and create your own website. And the best part is that you can do this all for free. Support and hosting is totally included with Odoo, and your custom domain name is also completely free for an entire year. Let me show you how you can use Odoo in order to build your own website. It's really fun, simple, and user-friendly. You sign up and select your theme. And let me tell you, there are a plethora of gorgeous themes for you to choose from. Once you've selected the theme of your choice, you can drag and drop your building blocks. This is a really fun process that helps you slowly but surely put together your website. The process is very intuitive and customizable. You can, of course, completely adjust your theme to your needs, meaning you can change colors, fonts, designs, and photos to help create your dream e-commerce business. As you're customizing your website, there are also tons of free images and illustrations on Odoo that you can use in order to create. This is truly the best open source website builder on the market. Odoo also helps you to optimize your SEO so your website will be able to rank highly on all the major platforms. And because Odoo is so highly customizable, it allows you to create and expand your website and business with limitless possibilities. And once your website is all set and done, not only are you ready to take care of your first customers, Odoo is actually a business app that provides you with everything that you need in order to grow and manage your business from here on out. So what are you waiting for? Start building and designing your own website using Odoo now. It's completely free, and I promise you'll have a blast.
That's one thing I never did with my last business, was have a website.
In the description box in
but
order
everything
to start
but
using Odoo for free. And I would once again like to thank Odoo for sponsoring today's video, but now let's get back into your readings. I just wanted to point out that there has sadly been another wave of accounts that are impersonating me throughout YouTube as well as Instagram. I am verified on YouTube, so it's very easy to spot these accounts. However, I am currently working towards my verification on Instagram, so please make sure that you follow me on Instagram. It's at Vanessa Samina, so we can get verified sooner rather than later and banish the impersonators to another multiverse. To ensure that we're creating a safe environment and space, especially for some of our fellow babies of the zodiac who are maybe in a more vulnerable position. But just to reiterate, you guys, there is no scenario in which I would reach out to any of you and offer a reading in return for payment. The only place where I sometimes offer readings whenever my schedule permits is on my website, bowlife.com, which is linked in the description box. And aside from that, I like to focus all of my energy on creating free readings here on YouTube to provide as many of you with as much value, support, and healing energy as I possibly can. But now let's get into this pick a card tarot reading, shall we? Group number 1 corresponds to the Wild Muse Oracle deck as well as the Aragonite Crystal. Group number 2 corresponds to the Star Temple Oracle deck as well as the Amber. Group number 3 corresponds to the Divine Animals Oracle, as well as the Pyrite Crystal. And group number 4 corresponds to the Spirit Animal Oracle, as well as the Red Jasper. The timestamps to all 4 of these groups can be found below in the description box, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your November love prediction. You chose the...
Of course, there's an ad right after. Skip.
Crystal to help guide you through your upcoming month of love. This is a beautiful pyrite. It is also known as the Fool's Gold. You may have been drawn to its glitzy
Fool's
Gold, but maybe you also just felt drawn to it energetically, as this is a stone that attracts more material wealth and prosperity. So I definitely recommend that you add pyrite to your home. If you're looking for where to purchase pyrite that is ethically sourced, that is of high quality, I'll leave the link below to my crystal shop so you can find pyrite right there. But now let's move into your reading, group number 3, so we can figure out
all right, let's get this going on, Vanessa.
So first up, we've got the bull, we've got the wolf, as well as the swan. So I do see a very interesting situation in love, because there are sacrifices that are taking place for you to express your authenticity. So you will sacrifice anyone who makes you feel like you can't be authentic, that makes you feel like your natural and authentic beauty isn't valid. Okay, so if you're seeing someone, whether you're just dating them, group number 3, or you've been in a relationship for a long time, if you're with someone who is constantly saying to you, oh, this person is so pretty, that person is so attractive, and they're nothing like you, they look nothing like you, they don't have the same kind of mindset as you, the same personality, and you're like, well, hold up, if they're so pretty to you, why are you with me? I can see that you're completely getting rid of anyone who makes you feel insecure, or who makes you feel like they're putting other people on a pedestal and kind of leaving you to hang and dry by yourself. I see here within the wolf as well as the swan that you're seeing that there is someone for everyone. There's someone for you. There's someone for me. For
gotta be pretty special.
We just need to find the right
pretty
one
different.
Who appreciates our authenticity and sees beauty in it. Anyone who does not, I can see here in the bull, will be quote-unquote sacrificed, will be gotten rid of, because you know that if you sacrifice connections that don't up your self-worth, that don't up your motivation, your energy, how you feel in day-to-day life and in love, if you don't sacrifice those relationships, they will just continue to bring you down, and you will also miss out on relationships that are actually making you feel worthy and beautiful and special, where you can be authentic. So remind yourself that a sacrifice never means a loss. It means that you're making room for something that's meant for you. You're making room for something that truly honors you, group number 3. Next up, we've got the Sacred Ibis. I see here in the Sacred Ibis that November is going to teach you so much about love, about strength and walking away from toxic situations. Strength.
Been doing that, a lot of that lately.
When you put partners in their place, and also give ultimatums. Okay, we've got the master number 22 here in connectivity to the Sacred Ibis, which is the master number of the teacher, of someone who shows others how to treat them. And I can see here that you are not allowing anyone to gaslight you. And it doesn't matter for how long they've been in your life, for how short or how long, for that matter, group number 3. And I do see here that the more you teach people that you will not tolerate disrespect or anyone who isn't making you feel better with them than without them, the more that you will actually open the door to a love life that makes you feel fully embodied in your authenticity, and a love life that makes you feel like it actually has longevity, like there can actually be a relationship that lasts for a lifetime. Because obviously if you're always on edge, if someone is already keeping you on edge and you're just in the dating phase, or you've only been together for a few months or 1 or 2 years, how's that going to work for decades, group number 3, right? The thought of that may just be exhausting. It may feel like a huge mountain ahead of you, and that's where sometimes
sounds like my last relationship.
It doesn't matter how much you've invested in
very
something.
Exhausting.
That doesn't mean that it has to stay. That shouldn't pressure you to keep something around for longer that isn't allowing you to be authentic and that doesn't make you feel beautiful inside and out. So if you've been in a relationship or you've invested a lot in a connection for months or maybe even years or even decades, don't feel as though you can't walk away now because it's been X amount of time. That should be even more reason for you to walk away so you don't spend another 5 years in a
Don't walk
relationship that
away,
isn't working out, or another
Ali.
5 months wondering, does this person even like me or not?
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the unseen.
Ooh.
Group number 3, the month of November is fully loaded with a lot of epiphanies, a lot of things that you were not able to see beforehand, finally becoming crystal clear. So those red flags that you maybe overlooked at the start of a relationship or a connection, the red flags that you didn't see when you were texting that person, the unseen is becoming very clear. And the unseen, in many ways, doesn't always have to mean bringing darkness to light. It can also be bringing light to light, right? Realizing that that person who you weren't sure of maybe actually is a great person. Realizing that there is someone in your life who would do anything to keep you around. There's a lot of unseen that can be very positive too, so let's not forget about that aspect of the unseen. Next up, we've got the siren here. So somebody wants something that you have, romantically speaking, group number 3. You're going to want to watch out for this, okay? If you are single, and I'll get to those of you who are in a relationship in just a moment, let me talk about my singles first. You're single, there's someone you're seeing, you're texting, you're dating. It's not yet quite solidified. I want you to know here within the siren that there are other people who want this person, who see this person the same way you do. Now, don't allow that to make you freak out or to make you question yourself or whether you're good enough or pretty enough. Group number 3, all you have to do is be authentic, like we spoke about in the wolf, and your beauty here in the swan will be seen, even if it's a very unique type of beauty. Even if you're
Very
not
unique.
like those people on the billboards, that's not what love and, beauty being in the eye of the beholder is all about. You can be the most eccentric, most otherworldly type of beauty on this planet. And that doesn't mean that you're not seen as beautiful just because you're not represented in the media, okay? Your person can still find you the most attractive, beautiful person on this planet, even if people like you aren't typically celebrated for beauty. I want you to know here within the siren that when someone is really
beautiful.
meant to be with you, when someone really cares about you and loves you, it doesn't matter who else is after them or interested in them. They will choose you. So all you're going to do,
I
is
choose
to
you.
just sit back and wait. The same goes for you being in a relationship. If there are people who are after your woman, your man, your person, whoever they identify as, if there are people trying to get with them or even telling them, oh, why are you with her or him? You can do so much better. And people trying to kind of drive a wedge into your relationship. The thing that you want to do is not give them the power to start arguments in your connection or in your relationship. Do not give anyone, any of these sirens, the power to plant any seed of doubt into your connection, because that is what will truly destroy the connection. Not the temptation, not someone else being there, but when you're chiseling away at your relationship and making it more probable for you or your partner to catch a weak moment and actually entertain someone who they shouldn't be entertaining. And someone who is right for you, a relationship that is meant to last, is not going to succumb to any type of flirting, to any type of dishonesty.
I think that's what happened in my last relationship. I'm not 100% sure, but pretty sure.
If someone is willing to cheat, if someone is willing to step out of the relationship, then they weren't worth your time and your love to begin with. And they know that they're risking you. So again, that is not honoring your highest self. And if someone decides to do that, it's probably best that they showed their true colors so you don't waste more time on them.
Exactly.
Next up, we've got the dead end. Yes, group number 3.
The dead end. Dun, dun, dun.
That is just a dead end is going to reveal itself during the month of November for you. I see that here in the unseen and the dead end. And this is really a blessing in disguise. Well, not even in disguise anymore, because we're talking in great detail about how this is a blessing, how this is so important so you don't waste more of your precious time. So do know here that anything that isn't meant to be, you'll know all about it during the month of November. Next up, we've got the mother. So I see within the mother nurturing energy in a relationship, in your love life. And I see that some motherly influences can affect your relationship positively or negatively. In connectivity to the siren,
I'm just not talking about my real mother.
There's some motherly energy that may be planting some seeds of doubt in the person that you're seeing. Maybe they have a narcissistic and very protective, overprotective kind of mother figure. And I do see that this is something that can be remedied, but I just want to let you know that the mother-in-law that is kind of difficult or annoying is a real thing. And if you are in a committed relationship, I want you to know here that she's going to make an appearance in November. Keep your cool and remind yourself of the fact that there's one thing that you need to do is continue to be authentic and within the sacred ibis to teach. Introducing new oil wheat organic bread. Great taste you can feel good about with our eco-friendly practices. Continue to be authentic and within the sacred ibis to teach her that she cannot just treat you anyway. Group number 3.
That's right.
That there are certain boundaries that you have, that you will enforce those. It doesn't matter
Lots
who
of
it is,
boundaries
whether
need
it's
to be
family,
made
a friend,
for
your
sure.
lover. There are certain boundaries that will not be overstepped.
Right.
And I see here within the sacred ibis that this may open a door to some friction with in-laws during the month of November if you're in a committed relationship. But at the end of the day, if you let people overstep boundaries, then you're teaching them that if they just push hard enough, you will let up on your boundaries, you will let up on your standards, and you don't want to start that type of behavior
Definitely
or continue
not.
to reward that. Next up, we've got the 90-10 ratio for you, group number 3. So life is really 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. And
True
I see
enough.
here within a 10-90 ratio
I've learned
you're
that
all
the
about
last
getting
year,
your
big
mind
time.
under control.
More
because
so
you
the
know
last
that's
few
really
months,
the only
anyways.
thing that you can control within life. And I see that being honest to yourself about the many times in which you maybe just allowed life to make you drift all over the place and life to dictate where you went, what direction that you moved into, that can make you feel as though you wish you would have come to terms with certain parts of love earlier. You wish you would have broken up with someone sooner. You wish you would have told the truth about a situation sooner. But I want you to know here that it can be very hard when there is guilt and shame involved, group number 3. And for you to even be brave enough in November to speak up to some friends and family about traumatic things that you experienced in connectivity to love at a earlier stage in your life, that is something to be celebrated, and that is something that definitely shows here that you're evolving, that you're growing, that you're becoming more loving towards yourself when you allow for yourself to open up about
100%.
difficult situations, about difficult traumas. Within Upside Down Group 3, when it comes to your love life, you're seeing things from a different perspective because you're learning so much about love. So if you're single, you're seeing things completely differently than you usually do. And I also see that when it comes to the sacrifice, right, letting go of connections that don't honor you, rather than being sad as you usually would be, or overthinking or checking your phone the entire day to see if they finally messaged you, you're actually changing the narrative completely. Rather than wondering whether they like you, you're asking yourself, do you like them? Do you see value in them? Do you see how they
Tables
would
have
add
turned.
happiness and value to your life every single day for decades to come, potentially? And I see here within Endless Serendipity for you, group number 3, that there is a lot of unexpected happiness coming towards you in love during the month of November. A lot of little things that you didn't expect that are actually really great. A lot of situations in which you are reminded of how much love is in your life, whether it be romantic or platonic, and so many undeniable situations where it feels as though your guides have just been listening to you. And connecting with a past loved one, for example, is one thing that I see here with the Mother, the Siren, and Endless Serendipity, feeling held, feeling like you've received some sort of message that you've been waiting for or wanting to hear. Like there are synchronicities showing up within your life during the month of November that show that this past or deceased loved one is still here and is still watching over you, protecting you, and guiding you. I see here within the reptilians that you are being called to watch out for predators when it comes to love during the month of November. And
always
also speak up
out
about
for those
it.
damn reptilians.
So you may witness a situation in which someone is mistreating another human being. It could be a friend, a relative, maybe even someone who you work with, a coworker, and you see behavior from their partner that really isn't acceptable. That's what I see here within the reptilians, confessions, and the dead end road. And speaking up about it can be really hard because you don't want to jeopardize your connection with the person whom it's happening to, but you must. Group number 3. This is something you have to do. That's what I see here within your reading. Also, I see here within your psychic prediction that if it's happening to you, group number 3, and you are dealing with someone who is a predator, who is kind of tyrannical, who has narcissistic tendencies or always puts their needs before all else, you have to speak up about it to someone who can help you get out of this situation. Know that that isn't love, and know that here during the month of November, this is a very delicate month when it comes to mental health, because holidays are coming up in the northern hemisphere of the world. Often, it gets darker earlier. People are feeling lonely. People are feeling sad and depressed, and often people stay in situations that are very dangerous for them. So it is a month of awareness when it comes to relationships that are unhealthy. I see here within the MIB that there may be some sort of attempt to intimidate when speaking up. There may be an attempt to silence. But I see that there is just so much empowerment here, so much care, as we spoke about in the Mother, of standing up and of showing that we are a united front, of keeping people who aren't healthy away and teaching them that it's not okay to overstep people's boundaries, whether that is an in-law, whether that is a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a boss that is exerting inappropriate behavior, romantically speaking. Group number 3, your November love prediction isn't just about you, it's about the greater picture. It's about a type of culture that we're creating where people aren't constantly questioned about the validity of what they're saying when they say that they're being made to feel uncomfortable by another person, romantically speaking. No, where we believe what people say based on evidence, and we take it seriously, and we act, and we create an environment in which healthy romantic love can exist and can flourish. Now, group number 3, we're at the end of your prediction. Please do leave a little swan emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you made it to the end of your prediction and that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Do know that I have your November horoscopes coming in just a few days, so make sure that you're subscribed to my channel to ensure that you don't miss out on that video, group number 3. I love you guys so much. I can't even put it in words. And know that wherever you are and whenever you're watching this video, you are so protected and so appreciated. I can't wait to connect with you during one of my upcoming predictions, group number 3. Hello, group
awesome.
number 4.
Thanks again, Vanessa. We'll see you guys soon.
Predictions. You chose the spirit animal